Alright, good day everyone. This is my 3/8 of an inch dagger brush, dagger striper. Just got some Mars Black here. I'm just going to draw a line across here where I want the grass or whatever it is we're putting there. But this bit here is going to be filled in with the trees and the mist and that, but this bit down here doesn't need to be, so I'm just going to draw a line across here. Probably about 4 centimeters up, just so I know I don't need to really do anything there. And then we'll have the balustrade, or the, whatever you call it, I call it a balustrade, going across there. So we're going to do, I've now got my flat brush, size 10. I'm going to wet it, and I think you can see my paint there. Yep. I'm going to get the middle bit here is going to be the lightest, so I just kind of really want it to be mainly white. I'm just working my way out, adding a little bit more black as I go. Too much black. Just going round and round and round in a circle, or oval, or whatever. Because I want this bit here to be the lightest. The balustrade's going to be there, and that's kind of where the lightest is going to be, so I might just make this bit here a little bit bigger, the white bit. And then just slowly get darker as you go out, adding water if you need it. But don't get too dark. Dark, but not too dark. It's good descriptive words. This doesn't need to be perfect because it is going to be painted over by numerous coats of golden glazing liquid and green. I have a green. I'll show you the green when I get to that. I just want to extend this white down here a lot more. And just want to make this bit a little bit darker. Just making these corners a little bit darker than the rest of it. But like I said, not too dark. Still just using the black and the white. It's got a little bit of white there to blend it together. But you don't need to blend it together because, like I said, it's going to be covered. It's going to be covered by trees. Okay, I've run out of white. It is still Easter holidays here. Still, did you hear the enthusiasm in my voice? Actually, we had a good day yesterday. We went out with the in-laws, the sister and brother-in-law. And yeah, went down the beach. Poured down with rain, but we still had our barbecue. and we ate, since it was Good Friday, it was a chicken and pork barbecue. And then we went over their place for some drinks. I probably had a few too many. But it's the holidays. I'm allowed to. Now I haven't made this as white as I want it, so I'm just going to let it dry. And then I'm going to do another little circle of white down here. I'm back. This bit is relatively dry, or as dry as I need it to be. I washed my brush in the yeah, I didn't clean it properly. Didn't wash it out properly. It doesn't matter. It's just that I actually use the I can't think of the name. Anyway, doesn't matter. I'm just getting some more white and a little bit of glazing liquid that I had there. You don't need it. I just thought I'd add it. And I just want to make this white bit here more white. Like I said, it's going to be glazed over with other colours and trees, and there's my dogs. Took them down to the beach yesterday too. There's the neighbour's dog. I have the most amazing, impeccable timing when it comes to starting a video. Just getting a little bit of black and white there, just to blend that in. Oh, and now there's some kids. There's some kids out the front riding scooters. I picked the most perfect times to do these things. Anyway, I'm just going to let that dry. And then we will be using our Dagger Striper. I've got the 3/8 of an inch. Is that how you say it? I'm not sure, because I don't really use inches. I use centimeters. So yeah, 3/8 of an inch, I think that means. Tell me if I'm wrong, because I really don't know. Like I said, I use the metric system. Okay, I don't need to wait for this to dry. I'm going to do just some trees in the background, so they're just going to be, I'm just going to get the paint and I'm just going to go straight down. Now you're going to have to forgive me because I am sitting down, I'm on an angle, so me doing a straight line is going to be a little bit hard, but I'll give it a whirl. I just wet my brush and I'm just getting the black, the Mars black. Is it Mars black? Yeah. Mars black that I had. And you want to go with the tip at the top. Now I may have to get in the way or something here because I can't see what I'm doing. Just go straight down. And then you can fix up anything that you don't like. I'm just pushing a little heavier there just to get the paint down. Okay, so I'm just going to do probably four more trees, so there'll be 5 all up. It doesn't matter where they go. This is really hard for me to do on this angle. And we can do some branches. I have a very squeaky chair. I'm going to add this to my black here because it's been sitting out for an hour or so. And I just want it to be slippery. Just do whatever. Don't panic too much about these because they're not really going to be seen. They're very far away. Okay, I'm just going to do a little bit of grasses down here, not much because there isn't much. I'm just still using the same one. Sorry, I didn't say what it was, did I? This is my 5-on-0 detailer. Just doing some little things here. Still using the black with the glazing liquid. Don't need too many, to be honest, just adding a little bit of texture. Yeah. So fingers crossed for me. Now we're going to let that dry and then we're going to glaze over it. Alrighty, this is all, yep, it's all dry. I have some permanent green light. That's singing as my 10-year-old and he won't stop. Zinc White and a good splodge of golden glazing liquid. So there they are there. There's the golden glazing liquid, zinc white and permanent green. Now I don't want the green too green, that's why I'm adding the zinc white. And you don't want to add too much colour to the glaze, otherwise it's going to just paint over what you've just done. So I want to keep the green. This is so that these trees here go into the background. And I do not. Yep, I did it. I knew I'd do it. If you put too much on, just either water it down with water or get some more of Golden's glazing liquid and just work it down. I am reading the prequel to Game of Thrones. It's all about Targaryens. It's taken me a while to get started because yeah, it's a big book and I haven't been in the mood for reading, but I finally got started like 4 or 5 days ago and I haven't been able to put it down. I need some more green. And it's really interesting. There's so many Targaryens and so many bad things happening, and right now I'm at the point where the Targaryens are fighting each other, which they have dragons, so we all know that's not going to end too well. For anyone, really. Just getting a little bit more green there. Okie dokie, just about dry. I have my 3/8 of an inch Dagger Striper and black, Mars black. I've wet this so that it's, well, wet. Funny, and I want to do some more trees. Doesn't matter where they go. I'm going to push a little harder on these ones and try and make it straight. It's very hard when I'm not on a good angle. You want the bottom to always be bigger, like I said before. And these ones are closer, so they are going to be bigger than the trees behind them. Well, they should be. So I'm just going to do probably five more trees. So I'm going to put you in fast forward. I want to leave the majority of this bit here without trees, and preferably without branches or anything, but if they happen there, then they happen there. Anyway, this next bit is the same as this bit here. We're just going to draw some branches, and yeah, just going to put you in fast forward. Okay, finish this. I've got my green light, my zinc white, and my glazing liquid, and I'm just going to do the exact same as what I did before. Make sure this is dry when you do this. The black is dry. For some reason mine took forever to dry. Alrighty, we're just going to do the exact same thing again. That glaze is dry, and see how it's pushed these trees here right back, and these ones here are a little bit pushed back, but they're only ones I just did. So I'm going to do some more black with my Dagger Striper, and I'm going to do them probably 2 or 3 trees, and they're going to be bigger than these ones here. So I'm just going to get the line in first where I want the trees, and I want to leave this bit here clear. I'm going to make it more white when I'm done with the glaze. Doesn't matter if you go right over an old tree. And then just make it whiter. It is Sunday morning, Easter Sunday. My boys have discovered their chocolates, and we are going over the in-laws for a barbecue. And I really wanted to get this done because I've still got to edit. I have some carbon black here. It's just the golden high flow acrylics. I just thought I was just sick of struggling with the black, the heavy body one, to do the little branches anyway. These ones are going to be bigger anyway. Oops. Okay, our tree is dry. So I have zinc white and glazing medium. I'm not using the green this time, I just want to use the zinc white. Okay, I'm just going to quickly put a couple of black lines, just little ones. And I'm going to dust them in a little bit. Might put a couple more, not much though. Okay, now I'm going to get paper towel, scratch it up. Just going to now I'm just getting some water on my brush, just this brush. I'm just going to flick some on here. Yep. That one sounded big. Paper towel again. Sorry about the noise. Now I'm just going to draw a couple of darker veins, just with black. And do what you did before and soften them out. Not too much though. I'm trying to make these ones down here a little bit darker and more visible because they're closer to us. And these ones I'm blending out a little bit more. And they don't have to go the same way. And you can get some white and just do a couple of white veins. white isn't going to show up as much on mine because mine's mainly white. It's just for interest or just changing it up a little bit. I only want to do 2 trees anyway. I might just do 1. Actually, I might just do 1. So I have a flat brush, size 15, because I don't want this one too small. It's going to be a big tree. Well, not too big, but big enough. Big enough to know that it's pretty close to you. Okay, this is dry. I've got a couple little white bits here that, yeah, it doesn't matter. I want to make this bit here like a central white part, so I'm going to get some zinc white and a little bit of glazing liquid, because I don't want it to be just too white. And I'm just going to go in circles there. It is Monday, and it is almost time for the 2nd episode of Game of Thrones, Season 8. You're better off doing a couple of light layers of this to get it whiter than to just put one big huge strong layer of white on there. It's just the layers, it just makes it look better. You know, I was thinking I could sit here and talk about my family. I could have a good old whinge and whine, because none of them ever watch my videos. So this could be like a therapy session for me. My sister did this, my mother did this. Not worth the hassle, because I guarantee the second I did it, they would watch. Because that is my luck, ladies and gentlemen. So I just don't say anything. So I'm just going to let that dry. It won't take long. And while my son is having a screaming fit, while that is drying, I'm going to get some burnt umber. I have a bad habit of not closing the lids, and as a result, the paint dries, gets stuck in there and won't come out. Okay, I have my burnt umber there, finally. And I'm just going to do, with my Dagger Striper, probably, my Dagger Striper. Over here, there's a tree that is just, bam, right here. It's like right on top of the balustrade thingy, so that's why I'm going to do it green, brown. and I'll do its leaves in that green, and it's behind the balustrade, so that's why we haven't put the balustrade in yet. Just doing any shapes you want, just want to get that tree in there, whack it in. And if you can imagine, you're going to have your balustrade here, or your balcony, or whatever. And this is going to be the top of a tree, because, well, our balcony, it's not bottom floor. No, we have a top floor balcony in the castle, because we are quality. So how did everybody go with Easter eggs yesterday? I got none, but that's fine. I don't need any. My kids did good. Didn't get them too much, actually. And over this side, there is another tree. Just seems to be just a straight tree. My husband is out the back doing some high pressure water cleaning. He picks wonderful times to do cleaning. But I can't complain, because he's doing it. Okay, I'm going to go back to the... I didn't wash that brush. I'm going to go back to the Zinc White and the Glazing medium, just to make our white spot. And you want the center to be whiter or brighter. I've bought some sap green here, the Liquitex one, Liquitex Heavy Body. I have a Joe Sonia sap green, but I was just comparing it, and the Joe Sonia sap green is almost that colour, so it's a little bit of difference there. So I'm going for the darker green, so phthalo green you could use just to do some leaves. Nothing special. I have a round brush. They don't need to be perfect. You can make them perfect if you want. Just dabbing. Dab, 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 dab. Going to get some of this. This is brilliant yellow green. I haven't washed my brush. There's the yellow green there. And I'm just going to put it on mainly this side for the highlights. Hello. I'm not doing anything too special. This is not a in-depth painting, this one. This is just a quick one, even though it's taken me about 3 days now to get this done, because I've just had to keep stopping because we've had things to do because of Easter. And I'm just going to get a little bit of the white here and burnt umber. And just going to do just a couple little highlights on this side. If you go too bright or too big, just get the burnt umber and go over it. It's no biggie. I'm going to do the same over here for this tree. Except the highlights are going to be on this side. Getting the subbrand again and the round brush. And just doing some leaves. As you do. This could be any kind of forest that you want. You could do anything really. You're limited by your imagination. Once we've got the balcony in, you could do like Rapunzel's hair going over it. We could do a zombie hand crawling up. Do unicorn. Harry Potter, what was that one? A stag or something where he's down the river. You could do like a silhouette of a stag. We could do Ant-Man. I watched that last night. And get the, sorry, this light green again, the yellow green, and do your highlights. I'll blend it in a minute. And the just another quick little highlight of burnt umber and titanium white, just to go through here because we painted over it. And I'm just going to get a little bit more glazing liquid and a little bit more zinc white, just to finish off this circle thingy. That's zinc white there, that's the glazing liquid. Okie doke, everything is dry. I am going to draw a line with chalk and a ruler for the top of the balustrade. I'm going to do it about a third of the way up. If you get it wrong or you don't like where it is, just get rid of the line. So on my canvas it is 17 centimeters up high. And then I'm going to make this one, this next line, going to be about 1.5 centimeters. Like I said, I don't really do inches. 2.5 centimeters is an inch, so 1.5 centimeters is not an inch. Oh my god, I'm so funny. I'm so funny. So funny. that's going to be the top, that's going to be the bottom, and then we can draw in the shapes of the Okay, I painted in the balustrade thingies. I'll have a traceable for this, but this side here has a bit of an angle because you're going to see a little bit more of this part of the wood, this part of the wood. This one's going to be straight in front of you, and this one you're going to see this side of the wood. Yeah, if you understand what I'm saying. Because I don't. I never do. Never do. Just look for a paintbrush. Okay, I have really cheap one here. I think it's one of my kids' old ones. Number 8, flat. I've just got some titanium white. You can see there. Just going to do the first coat of this. I think I'm going to actually make this a little bit taller because it has a bit underneath it that I forgot to do. So it's easier to make it taller than to start again. I'm in one of those moods where I shouldn't be allowed to go on social media or talk to anyone, or I realised I was in that mood when I replied with a different opinion to something my mother-in-law said. Yeah, I thought, yep, time to get off Facebook. Just going to make this a little bit taller for the flat bit that's on the top that you lean on. Put your drinks on. Yep. Try and stay straight. So hot. Every time. I do it curved. This is a step up. That's just in front of these balustrades that we need to add over the top of the marble floor. once we've shaded it, it will all make sense. We're just got to get that base in. Not dry enough yet. Oh man, I'm sweating. Okay. Now I'm just going to do these in white just to get the base colour. Hardly any of it will stay pure white. Okay, I have gone over this again with titanium white, and I've also drawn 2 black lines. I didn't measure them or anything, just so I know where I want to do shading, and I just did one up here as well. So basically the 2 colours left that we're going to be using are Mars Black and titanium white, and some glazing liquid. And we're just going to do the shadows, basically, or the shadows, highlights, lowlights, everything, all the fun stuff. So I got some black and some glazing liquid, because this bit here, I hear a fly dying. Oh, it's not dying. Fucker. Okay, back to this. And we're going to do the same, glazing liquid and black. We're going to leave a little gap there. If you end up going over that gap, it doesn't matter, you just go over it again with titanium white. Now my line is not very straight because it's very hard to draw straight lines going on this angle. And some more black and glazing liquid. And we're going to do this bit here. Try and leave a white line there. And you're going in front of these balustrades here. Any mistakes you make can be fixed up. We're just doing the initial shading. So black glazing liquid, and titanium black, Mars black. I want to make that just a little bit darker. Okay, this bit here is dark, but not as dark as the bit underneath it. So it's lighter. So I'm just mixing some Mars black and some titanium white there. I'm going to make this bit a little bit darker. I hear the fly dying. Glazing liquid, Mars black. Woo! That was too black. And I'm just going to get the very tip of this brush and dip it in the black, just so that I can do a line. Like that. And I'll do it again. And I'll do a line there. Just going to pull a little bit of that over and under there. Okay, glazing liquid, black. Just got a little bit of white, putting it on top. Might do the same over here. doing a curved motion, so I got it like that and I'm going like that to try and make this look like it's curved. And then while that's still wet, I'm going to get some titanium white and some glazing liquid and do this side. I'm not going to really see it that much, but it's going to blend in, help blend in anyway. And then you pull just a little bit off like that. And you go over the black with a little bit of the white, not much. And then see how you blend it in. Dipping it straight in the black again to just do this line. And this bit here is going to be in darker shadow, and so is that bit. We're getting there. Glazing liquid black. Just going to go over that. And then I'm going to do his belly. Doing it the same as I did before. Now I'm going to get the white and the glazing liquid and join them together. And just black. This bit. Glazing liquid and some black. Going across here and a little bit here. I had too much water then. White glazing liquid. This is just the black and the glazing liquid. Okay, some more black. I forgot to do the shadows on this one. Some white and the glazing liquid. More white. Just got glazing liquid because it's still going to be wet. Then this final one is going to have black mainly in the middle, black and glazing liquid. Look at the white and the glazing liquid. And we'll just do what we do. I'm not happy with this one, so just blending it a little more. Might add a teensiest bit of black there. And under here is going, oops, I'm going to pull down just for the shadow here. So we're all going to have a shadow there. They may be all different shapes, but that doesn't matter. Just going to get some titanium white and just go along the top here. And for a final bit, I'm going to get my high flow black, which I left open again. I have my 510 detailer. And as straight as you can, just try and draw a line here. Yep, we have another fly. My straight line drawing is atrocious. And I'm just going to do the outline of, ooh. Now, last bit. Titanium white here. Try and stay straight. There you have it. And there you have it. The little balustrade balcony overlooking a forest. Sorry for that glare there. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed this one.